Right then, so I've come up with a new drill that I know is going to make your golf swing so much more effective. So a bit of background here. This was a drill that I used to stand here and hold and do with my students, but then I was like, well, unless they buy a cardboard cutout of me, that is absolute rubbish. I need them to go home and actually work on this and start implementing it. And they did. And as soon as they came back, it was around about 2 weeks later, wow, they were in posture. There was more centered hits. More importantly, the golf ball, the carry went up. All things I know we all want. And if I'm thinking about a natural, effective golf swing, it is more consistent. It goes a little bit further. And it's way less stressful on the golf course. So the first thing I said was, we need an alignment stick and set it, get in the ground, around about 45 degrees. It's nothing too special, just around 45 degrees. Now the whole idea of this, and the way I want you to think about the golf swing, is staying in posture. Now it's none of that spiel about shove your bum back, do all that. You want to use these golf clubs because there's never been a drill that actually gives you an insight to what your shoulders are doing at any point in the golf swing before. Because it's super hard, isn't it? I say to students like, oh, you stood up there. And they're like, no, I didn't feel like that. And that's a real stumbling block for me as a coach until now. So I'm going to turn my back to you, but look at this. I'm going to place these golf clubs and sort of hook them round. Now, it's really important, as I said, I'm hooking them round, and I'll keep turning so you can see, to show you that is what your shoulder plane is. Like, look, if I stand to the side here, you can see they fully represent that. You can see, it's almost like in your mind's eye now, you can see what they're doing. So this would be the same for irons and driver. The only thing you've got to think about is, with driver, your shoulder plane's a little bit flatter. With irons, it's a little bit steeper. So let's say, for example, right, I would get my distance from the golf ball with driver, have a look at this from down the line, and do the drill. I would then get my sand wedge and stand a little bit closer and then do the drill. So I would correspondingly get a little bit closer to this stick with, if I was doing it with my sand wedge, than if I was doing it with my driver. But yeah, as I said, this is just going to really show you what your shoulders are doing. Now, the reps, how we did this, I said you've got to follow this process with I think his name was Tom. I did it with Tom and James, and we sort of built through, because they found it really hard to get the sensation. But when they did, it was like bang, boom, we've got it. So let's go with driver, because that's where I was with them. We stand over here, and we imagine if we're going to address the golf ball, we had a golf club in our hand, right? That's where we'd be. And that's where our shoulders would start. So if you stand up, you're going to clatter that. Now, don't just think, Alex, you're going to swing back and through and it's all you're going to do. No. It's way more than that. It's way more than that. So let me explain. So as I said, you can see these are where my shoulders are, and this is the sensation you'll get. It's like your mind's eye. We're going to turn back, and I want you to keep those on the same plane as that alignment stick. Now actually, look at my shoulders. They match these two golf clubs. You do it pretty much automatically, because look, if I level, that's not where I want to be. That's not where I want to be. Even that's not where I want to be. That there. Now have a look at this here, right? And the reason why we're looking at this is, I see so many of the comments in the channel, and I really want to help you improve, and a lot of them is about shoulder plane, and the questions are really good but very complicated. Just think about it this way. Way better. So have a look at this slow-mo right here, and I'm going to put on the side of the screen, like, let's have a look at Adam Scott, Jason Day, Cameron Smith. Basically what I'm trying to say is, at the top of the backswing, there's such a common denominator that the shoulders are pointing more down. So you can see this drill, using the golf clubs the way I am, you can literally replicate that same position. Also, don't be thinking, Alex, I can't get that far back. Don't worry how far you're swinging back. It's not what I'm on about here. Just as best you can, get the sensation that they're more on that sort of inclined plane would be the technical term we're looking at. So just feel that as your starting point. But this is why I absolutely love this drill. Remember, I was like holding this here, so my students couldn't actually improve. And I've never seen a drill like this where you can actually build this now into your downswing. You can work on staying in posture in both elements in one. Don't think of it as just a backswing thing. This is the beauty of it. So I'm there in posture, building up again. Now, think about this logically. If we early extend, we would clash through. If you swing over, you would clash through. You get the understanding and the sequencing as my students did. Look, keep them pointing out. Keep them pointing down, 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 turn, turn, down, down to target. Let's switch and go face on, so you'll notice a little bit more here. Just watch, okay? Again, I'm gonna go back, turn, down, 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 down to the golf ball, then to target. I just get the sensation straight away exactly what my shoulders are doing, and then your body then reacts to a visual cue. There's some crazy stat, and I said this to them, like 95% of people learn visually. So if you're just thinking, okay, these represent my shoulders, this, the brain and the body's a magnificent thing, it starts to then do it automatically. Just look at that there. Again, if we put any top pro on the downswing, where they are impact, around here, and then around here, post impact. You really need to follow this. I don't want to be adding too many swing thoughts. And obviously on the golf course, you can't have this, even though it would be nice. So let's lose that, and we'll do it with driver to start with. But I'll also show you how you can just literally do this before any shot. And I actually mean any shot on the golf course, any shot. So what you do is, so you get your distance from the golf ball. So literally, imagine this, right? You walk in, you get your distance on your golf ball. There's now going to be a purpose to every single shot, because I come out and film here, people come through on the 18th and they walk up and they just rush and hit it away, and I look at them and I'm like, there was no purpose to that, and then they hit it in the rubbish. Doesn't matter what you look like, if you then smash it down the fairway, everyone just goes, bloody hell, that was good, wasn't it, down the fairway? And that's the mentality I want you to have. So walk into the shot, address the golf ball, put it behind your shoulder. How quick was that? Like a second, 2 seconds? Then just go, and this is key, listen to what I'm saying here, you turn back and turn through, and you're trying to imagine this end of the golf club is just pointing over the golf ball. Try not to knock it off, Alex. Just pointing over the golf ball, okay? So just look, just gauge this shit, just goes, and then like I said to you before, like, this is representing your shoulders, you can see it in real time, you've got purpose, out on the golf course, back and through. Now, before I prove to you how far I can hit this straight off the gun with that, just look. Let's choose any iron here. Let's go, that's 9 not 6. I said it was 6 before. Okay, then you just get, imagine like I'm down the fairway and I'm hitting a 9 on the green. You're standing, again, get your distance, look how quick, behind your trail shoulder. Again, I'm trying to point it all the time just over there, like that. So you just go back, through, you've gauged exactly what your shoulders want to be doing in the swing, you're then good to go and hit it away. Can you see the logic to replicating what you do in a drill out on the golf course? We don't get often time to practice, our time is out on the course. So if there's a blend of a drill and a feeling that you can build into a routine, that is why it's so effective. That's why it's realistic too, is what I'd say. Okay, final thing for me to do is actually hit this one away. Look at that. And you know what? That's even a tasty little draw. Look at these numbers right here. This is exactly the distances we want to be seeing. Just short of a 250 total. That ain't too shabby. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I want to help you improve, and I really care about your game.